Hi, people. How you doing? Have you missed me? For the people listening to this podcast, I'm also recording a video. And so if you'd like to watch this podcast, you can see it on my YouTube channel. The link is in the show notes. Today, we are talking all about cozy home necessities. Y'all, since I moved into my apartment just over a year ago, I've learned I enjoy a very cozy home, which doesn't mean it's filled with a lot of stuff. It's filled with personal, heirloom, family mementos, stuff like that, but there's not a lot of it. And I've learned that if I keep a cozy home, one, I'm more enticed to keep it neat and tidy. Two, it's super simple for me to open my door and entertain at the drop of a hat, have a little tea party afternoon, call up some friends and say, hey, I made this for dinner, come over, whatever. But it's just a few things that when I walk in and when other people walk in, it instantly feels cozy. So I thought I would go through those with you. The first one that's semi-lame, and you might even think like, I don't think that makes a cozy home, is stacking your books up and putting a lamp on top. I have this whole mantra, whatever you want to call it, about using lamps and not overhead lighting. I hate overhead lighting. I think it's so harsh. I'm actually using it right now for this video, and I'm going to have a headache at the end of it. But when you turn off your overhead lights and you turn on lamps, all of a sudden your room feels extremely cozy. And when you stack the lamps on top of books, it's a very, very small thing, but you are softening the space between whatever surface you have your lamps on. So for me, that is my buffet, it's my icebox, and my, it's really a dresser, but I use it as my TV console. And I have my lamps stacked on top of books there. And I just love the look of it. Not only do I use those to display like colors for whatever season we're in, like for Christmas, I pulled all my red and green books, which when I say books, I mainly mean cookbooks because that's about all I have besides business books, but they're not wide enough to put my big lamps on. So I change those out with the season, which is one simple minimalist way I can, quote, decorate my home and feel like I'm enjoying the season, but I don't have to, stock up on all these props and decorations that I'm gonna have to sit in a box somewhere and only use them once a year. I am not a believer in that. That, for the cozy home business, is not a thing. I think your home, in order for it to be cozy, you're using things that you have that mean a lot to you, just like, stacking books up and putting your lamps on them. My other thing is make your bed every day. Every day, get up, make your bed immediately. One, so you don't get back in it. Two, so you feel already super productive for the day right off the bat. But then three, every time you walk by your bedroom, you're gonna peer in and see a neat and tidy bed, and y'all, that's like this little hit of excitement, dopamine, whatever you want to call it, every single day, and we all need that throughout our day. So do yourself a big favor and gift yourself a made bed. My family will laugh because growing up I never made my bed. My rationale was, I'm just getting right back in it. Why would I make my bed? And at the time, I had a point, but no, I like a made bed now. All right, so maybe the third, fourth, whatever number we're on, way to make your home cozy is fluffy pillows and cozy blankets on your sofa. I bought some pillows and pillow covers when I first moved in from Amazon, and I've loved them. I thought I was going to end up buying different pillow covers for each season, but I chose My favorite colors, pink and pink. And I've just loved them. They're these velvet covers that I got off of Amazon. They were super inexpensive. They come in like 40 different colors. It's crazy. So if I did want to decorate for the seasons, I totally could, but I don't want to do that. So I have blankets draped over each side of I have a big L-shaped couch that a dear friend gave me. Thank you. And I have 4 massive 28 by 28 pillows. And then I have 2 that are 24 by 24. And then I have 2 that are more of like a rectangle shape. And I know it sounds crazy, I need to order a couple more because it just doesn't look equal all around. But stacking those up on my couch and having them neat and tidy when I walk in the door is, oh, y'all, it's wonderful. So when you invest in fluffy pillows and cozy blankets, make sure you keep it neat and tidy-ish. I mean, when I say tidy-ish, my blankets are kind of like tossed onto the side of the couch, so it looks like they're like draping on there, and like you're ready to whip that blanket up and cozy up with a cup of tea and a book and amidst all the fluffy pillows. So that is really fun, but I do like to keep them neat and tidy, and so as soon as I get up from the couch, even if I'm just getting up to get a glass of water and going right back there, I will just kind of fluff them up a little bit. It's that whole mentality of, I need to do this right now before I do anything else, and then you just go on about your day. And that is another way you can really make your home feel cozy, because you're not having excess clutter. Like when you pick up something, you put it away. That's a whole other episode in and of itself. But like when I get up and I pick up the pillow that I'm hugging or whatever, like lounging around, and I neatly put it back on the couch, even when I come right back in, it's such a lovely little gift to myself. I like gifts to myself. I use fake candles in my home, and I have them set up on my buffet, and they're on a timer, and they come on every evening, and y'all, it's just the most pleasant thing to see. Like all of a sudden I walk out of my office and these little flickering candles are on, and I'm like, oh, my home feels so cozy. It's so great. So that's another way you can make your home feel cozy, is by using those fake candles that are battery operated. I like the ones with a remote control, and especially the ones you can put on a timer. I think they run for 6 hours, and then they come on maybe, I don't know, 12 hours later. I don't know the timing, but it's really nice. Okay, so I love running a diffuser in my home. I don't love real candles. I have this irrational fear that I'm gonna knock one over and everything is gonna go up in flames, so I don't use them. I lit one because I liked the way it smelled, and I've used that one up, and I haven't lit one again because when that thing was going, it was in like I put it in a sheet tray so that if it did tip over, it's on stainless steel. It's a whole thing that isn't worth my anxiety. So I run a diffuser. No, I don't believe in the MLM of Young Living or anything like that. I just like the way it smells. I like when it's running. It's that, once again, that cozy feeling when you walk in and you're like, hello, my home smells nice. And this thing is running. It's just beautiful. Okay, the last one that I'm going to talk about is YouTube Fireplace. Did you know you could do that? I had no idea until this past Christmas. And you can just search fireplaces on YouTube, and they have all these different ones. They have ones with Christmas music. They have ones with jazz music, with classical music, with all kinds of music you can imagine. And you just turn it on, and most of them have like a crackling fire sound. And it is like some kind of psychology magic, but man, oh my gosh, it's just so pleasant to sit on my couch and read a book, drink a cup of tea, and have my little YouTube fireplace going. It's so fun. It's wonderful. So I hope these were helpful. This is a very, very quick cozy home necessities run through. As you can see, I'm relaunching my podcast. I haven't recorded a podcast episode in years, maybe a year and a half, 2 years, but I really miss it. I think about it a lot, and people ask for it way more than I ever thought they would. I totally thought this was like something that was just for me and I just thought was fun. But no, people really enjoyed it. So I'm going to try to record one with whatever the theme is that week and in my content calendar. And then I'm also going to be recording the YouTube video so you can watch it or listen to it. I mean, talk about some content conundrums, y'all. But I hope you'll join me. I hope you'll subscribe and follow along. I'm going to try to keep the episodes under 20 minutes. So then eventually, I think there's a few that I have planned that'll be longer than 20 minutes. So I'll just do those in separate parts. But we're going to be chatting about so many different things, a lot of it having to do with food and a lot of it having to do with more of the Sweet Pea lifestyle. When I started Sweet Pea Lifestyle 13 years ago, it was because people were asking me when they came to my home for a party, how did I make this look so easy? How did I get everything together? How are you, the host, enjoying the party? And so I typed more, or I created more lifestyle content than I do now. Right now it's mainly just food focused, which is great. But I do want to get back to that lifestyle aspect because yes, you need good food to anchor your table when you are gathering with people. But in order for you to feel like you can actually enjoy your party, you need to be calm, cool, collected, put together. Your home needs to be in semi-good shape so that you're not constantly sitting there thinking about, oh my gosh, I hope they don't walk into my office and see how messy it is. This happened recently for a dinner party I was having, and I knew some people would want to peek into my office, and so I shoved everything that was like out into my closet. And I was terrified they were going to open that closet, which these people, I wouldn't have cared if they saw my messy closet. They are not judgers. And if you have judgy friends, get new friends. But I hope you will join me and continue to learn with me how we can open our home more and gather around the table, anchored by good food, so we can cultivate community. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like and follow for more.